Welcome back. You're watching Bazaar Morning Call. It's time now to talk about individual stocks. This Thursday morning, our research team is standing by with CNBC-TV18's list of top stocks for the day. Vivek, you go first and tell us the latest on IDFC First Bank.
Well, good morning. You're absolutely right, in terms of IDFC First Bank. So according to the term sheet that we accessed, Warburg Pin .5% stake that the company held at the end of the December quarter. The floor price for this particular block deal at 1,190 crore. So again, keep the second stock on the radar is JSW Energy. Now on April 2nd, 2024 to consider the fundraising proposal rupees, and the company says that this particular fundraise could be either amongst the offering a preferential allotment or the QIP route. It will be interesting to see what is the final quantum of funds raised and which is the route that the company decides to go by for this particular fundraise.
All right, Vivek, thanks a lot for that. Well, let's hop across to Vamakshi. She's here to tell us about Chalet Hotels. Hi, Vamakshi. Morning.
Well, good morning, Nigel. Chalet Hotels in focus. The company has launched a QIP, and sources tell us the base size of this QIP is around 1,000 odd crores with an option to upsize to 1,200 odd crores. Now, keep in mind that the company in its Q3 con call had indicated that the fundraise that it is likely to do will be used for inorganic opportunities. In fact, the QIP's floor price has been determined at 780.76 rupees per share. Now, this floor price is coming in at a discount of almost 10% to the closing price yesterday. The issue price, however, will be determined on April 2nd depending on the kind of demand this QIP gets. So given that it is coming at a steep discount of almost 10%, expect the stock to open in the red.
All right, got that. Thanks, Vamakshi. Let's get to Ekta now. Ekta, there's some news on Dr. Reddy's.
Well, yes, and there's more news on Sanofi. It's the third deal that they've struck in just 11 days. That's Sanofi in the private arm as well as the public arm. But now we're talking about the private arm today, where Dr. Reddy's and Sanofi Healthcare India Private Limited have entered into an exclusive partnership where Dr. Reddy's will be promoting and distributing their vaccine brands of Sanofi, which includes established pediatric as well as adult vaccines in India. So they are going to be, distributing very reputed brands of Sanofi in the vaccine market. So that will come as a positive for Dr. Reddy's. The vaccine brands combined sales at around 426 odd crores. The partnership, Dr. Reddy's has said, will provide Dr. Reddy's a presence in the vaccine segment and will take it to the second position amongst vaccine players in India. So hence we can expect green for Dr. Reddy's. But more interestingly, Sanofi seems to be re-strategizing its position in the country.
Thank you very much for that. Vamakshi, back to you. You're looking at some more stocks, ICICI Securities in particular.
Well, absolutely. Let me first start off with BHEL. The company has received an order worth almost 4,000 crores from Adani Power Limited. This is for setting up nearly 2 times 800 megawatt Raigarh Phase 2 thermal power plant, which is in Chhattisgarh. They will be supplying equipment like boiler, turbine, generator, and will be conducting supervision of erection and commissioning. Given the size of the order, this is a big positive for BHEL. Expect the stock to open higher. GOCL Corp is another stock that we will be focusing on. Another positive news flow for this counter. They've entered into an MOU with Squarespace Builders for monetization of nearly 265 acres of land in Hyderabad. The consideration for the entire land is around 3,400 odd crores. The monetization will be taking place over the next 18 months in tranches, but a payment of rupees 520 crores will be received immediately on signing of the MOU. Out of this, 160 crores will be the consideration for the immediate sale of nearly 12.5 acres of JDA land, and the balance will be retained by the company as an advance for future transfers. So expect the stock to open higher today. Cyient will be another stock that could open higher today, and that is because the company has partnered with Deutsche Aircraft. They will be collaborating on the detailed design for manufacturing of the rear fuselage section of the D-32 Eco regional turboprop aircraft. And lastly, We will also be focusing on ICICI Securities. ICICI Securities delisting and subsequent merger proposal has been approved. Now nearly 83.8% public institutional shareholders voted in favor of this resolution, but only 32% votes were in favor from public non-institutional shareholders. However, the large institutional holdings in ICICI Securities led to the proposal being cleared. The swap ratio is 67 shares of ICICI Bank for nearly 100 shares of ICICI Securities, and as per the last closing price, ICICI Securities is now being valued at a nearly 2% discount, and that is the reason why I expect the stock to open in the red.
Okay, all right. Thanks a lot for that, Vamakshi. Well, Ekta joins us to run us through some more pharma stocks that she's looking at. Ekta?
Well, yes, I'm looking at Aurobindo. I expect the stock to be in the green because they have appointed an ex-chairman of LIC as the chairman of Aurobindo's board, which is Mr. Mangalam Kumar. And this will be with effect April 1st, 2024. He is the ex-chairman of LIC from March 2019 to March 2023. Currently director on the board of Ambuja Cement, non-executive chairman, Bank of India. So maybe this will probably come as a boost when it comes to corporate governance issues, which Aurobindo has been facing. Now, Alkem, expect the stock to be in the red because the US FDA inspected the company's Baddi manufacturing facility. They were issued 10 observations, and it was a good manufacturing practice as well as a pre-approval inspection. There were no data integrity observations, and hence maybe the stock could be in the red just because of the quantum of the observations, which is 10 in number.
Thank you very much for that. Here's a quick recap of the top stocks. Stocks with positive news flow are JSW Energy, Dr. Reddy's, Cyient, BHEL, GOCL Corporation, Aurobindo Pharma. Stocks with negative news flow are IDFC First Bank, Chalet Hotels, Alkem Laboratories and ICICI Securities.